Hey, so it's been a while, right? Well, this video is made for the people who've been watching my content up to this point about Deepwoken, or just Roblox in general, or something. My earliest videos were about random games I was playing, right, so I just want to say that I'm sorry for the wait. If you had been anticipating my return, not sure, but yeah, I also want to talk about before getting to this video that I'm no longer going to upload videos about Deepwoken. It just isn't it anymore. The game had been such a cool mystery from the beginning, but now the entire game is just metagaming, just like Rogue, and it's not fun for me anymore. So, and about my new content, I will upload videos of my newest D&D campaign that's titled The Black Soul. Yes, I'm a pretty big nerd, and to be honest, I've always been into D&D, and now that I set up a campaign for my new series, I want to show it to all those who are interested. And to those who are not interested, that's alright too. I'll maybe post videos about random games I play or whatnot, because I also like to play video games, but I'm mainly going to be focusing on my D&D campaign. And yeah, that's about it for right now. I just wanted to say, and let's get into the video. So first, I'd like to split off Deepwoken into a main three categories of why I hate the game now with all my soul. These three categories consist of metagaming, hackers, and content. I'll try to make it short. That's what I try to do, try to compress all my feelings into just a few paragraphs. First, I'll be covering metagaming, as this video game at the beginning had very nice charitable people because nobody knew how it worked, so everyone was working together to conquer the game itself, and that is what I actually loved about the game at first. For the first month or so, I'm pretty sure, maybe less than a month, the game's players genuinely actually worked together to figure out the secrets that laid within the uncertain game, as it had been in development for 2 years, so nobody knew where it was gonna go, and that's also where the joke comes from, 2 years of development for this or that or whatever. And so let's get into the part when the game started to crumble, which is about a few months forward after release. People had made metas for combat, and specifically PvP focused metas. Now, let me just say this, I played Deepwoken personally because of the PvE aspects, and Raguser even said himself that Deepwoken was going to be PvE focused, and there would be no reason for chasing after players, and it would be difficult for people to find each other in Deepwoken because there would be different areas, which is completely bullshit now that we are on this topic, because as you can see by the recent updates, it's heavily PvP focused. All the meta comes from within the weapons, magic, etc. All this stuff gets nerfed or buffed, and whatever is good is used, and whatever's not, or nerfed or whatever, is just thrown away, I guess, for the new build. That's good. And last time I was on Deepwoken was months ago, so if I'm wrong, you can say in the comments or something, but the meta at the time was Shadow and Cryptblade. It was the most OP because, you know, you could just parry somebody and then break their guard or whatever, their posture, just because you parried them, which I think is hilarious, but yeah. And there was no chance against that set, and especially during the arenas, if you were fighting somebody with that set back then, you just lost basically. There's nothing you could do about it. Maybe it's been nerfed by now and there's a new meta, but basically I hate that there was a meta in the game for PvP. When the game originally, and it was said by Rag that it was going to be more PvE based rather than PvP, and it really upsets me now that metagaming exists within this game. Could have been a masterpiece in my opinion, and I was really expecting something more from Deepwoken. But we'll get into the content piece after this, which is next going to be the hacker situation. This is a smaller topic, to be honest. It's not too much to say, but it is still important that I say this. From ear and from experience, hackers are everywhere. I've watched clips everywhere, especially in the depths. I don't know why, specifically the depths. Maybe because they are like bell farming hackers or whatever. I see them too much. But there's this. This is also where the meme of 2 years of development comes in, because their anti-cheat is so shit. Or at least I think it is. Like right now, I don't even know if they fixed it, but I'm pretty sure, since I haven't played the game for months, and I just got tired of that shit. Then that's why I also stopped playing, and so now I'm not even sure. But I know Reg and Arch never fixed it for Rogue, so I'm pretty sure they didn't fix it for Deepwoken. Hackers roam literally everywhere, killing people, and the mods restore them, yeah. But like, their shit is lost from them. And when they ban the hacker already traded the items away from that death, like from your character onto like a mule account, and then they still get your enchants, your gems, or whatever you still had, your legendary weapons. You lose it still, and they get it. Unless they have like a system to detect that, but I'm not sure. I'm just saying. That's all I have to say about hackers. Still horrible. I hate that. But lastly, then, respectively, I want to talk about the content of the game. The entire game is just parry and feint. That's it. It's the most boring, repetitive thing in existence. I personally think rogue combat is more fun because there's more options, and in general, the fighting experience felt more exciting because there's so much stuff you can do in rogue. All these classes were so fun to play, and in Deepwoken, you stand in front of each other and press F and click until someone dies, or you parry someone's mantra. It doesn't really matter because everything can be solved with the press of F against all enemies and against people. I mean, come on, a giant ape that came from the sea that is gigantic is powerless against a dude with a tiny dagger, and they parry your giant foot stepping on them. Right, that's dumb, and because I want this video to be as short as it can be, I hate talking about this trash dumb game. I just want to get over this. So, to elaborate on the content that somehow disappeared in the release of Deepwoken, where'd that go? There's multiple islands, I'm pretty sure, were supposed to be in Deepwoken. Like, we could have had so much more shit to do in the game, but it was just randomly taken out. Oh yeah, and the part where Rag said it would be more PvE based rather than PvP. I've said it before, but it's still pointing it out. The entire game at the end basically is go find people, kill them, feel good about yourself killing people. Once you have a bell and everything, there really isn't anything else to do at the end. You're max level and everything, and yeah, content is really low. Not much to do. I mean, you can farm Primadon for gems or whatever, but it's so boring to play that game now. And now I'll just say overall, the game is really boring. It's just a bandit beater game that's like slightly interesting with its combat. I mean, I say slightly interesting because the combat is still really boring now. It's repetitive. Your mantras are like, I mean, yeah, I like how they look and stuff, they're cool, but F key. And like, I actually thought, really quickly before I get into the end, that venting was such a cool concept in the game. I thought venting was so cool. I thought that could have changed PvP so much if they added venting. I would have probably still been playing Deepwoken, at least for a few more months, until I got bored of it, because venting would have been so cool. I loved it, but unfortunately they didn't add it, so the combat was even more boring than it should be. And now, on to the next thing, which is the one thing that I loved about Deepwoken, actually, which is the OSTs. Thank you, Noctagonus, for making the music. It was actually so cool and epic to listen to, like when I was in combat or something. Just in general, it made me feel immersed into the video game. Like, in the beginning when I started playing, I had known nothing, and I was so, like, excited to play the game. I spent so much time on it, and then once everything was leaked in videos and stuff, blah blah blah, people just milked the game for views or whatever, like how I am kind of right now. But I mean, I love the music, so thank you. And it gave me inspiration to play the game for more than I probably would have played if I hadn't had that music in the game. But another thing I want to talk about before I end this is the developers like leaked this game. Like, I mean, like, people probably leaked it, actually, never mind. Like, about how it was gonna come, and it came, and everybody was like super hyped. The game was so hyped, the standards of the game were so high. The standards needed to be met by the developers, and it just wasn't met, in my opinion. The game is just so boring, and there's nothing to do in it anymore. Content comes out so slow. It's mainly just nerfs and buffs of stuff for metagaming in general. So, yeah. in conclusion, I'm just done with the game and the community, and I won't play the game anymore. I won't play the next game they come out with either if they make another game. Uh, if they want more money or something to milk it. I don't even really care about the money. It just wastes my time playing the game. I just don't like that. And I think it's dumb I spent any time playing on the game, because in the end I just stopped playing it because it just became such a bad game. The community ruined it, and the developers kind of ruined it by encouraging PvP later on, which I thought the game was going to be completely different from Rogue, but no, it's very similar in a lot of ways. Alright, that's it for now, and thank you for watching. If you made it this far into the video, consider giving a like if you liked the video and agree with my opinions. If you don't agree, you can always just tell me something or whatever in the comments, and I'll read it up, because I actually think it's interesting reading people's comments. And also subscribe. That would be amazing too. Thanks. Bye.